right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I hope everybody's doing great. So let's start into it. Let's get right to it. This is part 2 of my worst week in trucking so far. In all my years, the worst, by far, the worst. In my business side and all that stuff. Not like, personal junk or whatever. This is just focused on the worst business part so far. Now, like I said in the last video, electronic water pump kicked the bucket, put me beside the road. So Dee Dee is sick. She's in the shop. She cost $1,500 to fix that issue. But while they were in there, they went and started running the codes, like they do. And ended up being 24 pages of codes, going back as far as a year ago. And what was happening is the one box is starting to die. It has done just about ran its course. And those little check engine lights that would come on and go off over the last year, I thought it was something else, but it ends up it's the one box and it's getting some readings it does not like. And when it dies, what will happen is it will slowly derate me to pretty much not able to move the truck. So, knowing what we know, we have to make a move on the truck. Whether we need to sell it, whether we need to take that rascal and trade it in, whether we need to try to take it and replace the one box, maybe. There's two options as far as the one box goes. What they call a policy box costs $10,000. Now that fix does not have any warranty. Zero, zip, zilch. The other option is to replace the one box with factory parts. Gives you a 1-year warranty on the one box. I'm sorry, $16,000 for a 1-year warranty part to repair my truck. Can I make the $16,000 in 1 year? Yes, I can. I can do that. I'm not above doing that. But that's a lot of money to throw into a truck with 730-something thousand miles on it. Something else could go wrong just as easily. So, right now, my plan is I'm going to run Dee Dee until I can't run her no more. I'm going to get all the money I can out of her, and then we're going to make a move. Then we're going to make a decision, whether that's a month, a week, 2 weeks, whatever that is, maybe a year. I'm going to run her until she gets to where I can't run her. And that's all I really know what to do, because I just spent $15 on that electronic fuel pump. And I need to get that money back out of her. So I need to run her a couple more weeks to get that money back. And she's not too far from needing tires, so we're not going to put any tires in her. We're not going to put any money in her. We're just going to try to run her and get our money back out and pay her off maybe. Then we could sell her. Then we could trade her in, whatever that might be. But, like I was telling y'all, it was not what I wanted to hear. It is not the price ranges I was hoping to hear. 4 or 5, that's understandable, but $16,000, y'all? Look, these trucks used to have 2 main components. The engine and the transmission. Everything else you can fix around of a junkyard pretty well. Now you have engine, exhaust system, and transmission. Those 3 items can put you out of business. Thank you, EPA. Thank you, tree huggers. I mean, that's just what we needed. Something to put people out of business that are doing everything they can. There's got to be a better way. Now, there are some options that skirt the law. I'm not going to delete my truck. I just cannot do that. There is another fix that might help. I'm going to try it, most likely, if I have to. Thanks to some good friends I talked to today. they gave me a heads up on this. And we'll see if I keep the truck. Now, there is some stuff going on. I'm thinking about trading it. I do have a Freightliner place working on our information to see if we can get a newer truck. There's a Coronado that I'm looking at, and there is a Cascadia I'm looking at. So, you know, time will tell what we're doing, and I'm hoping and praying we make the right decision. One thing that made this week so stressful, there's more to come, by the way. There's more stuff to come on the week. This is just part 2. There will be a part 3. But one thing that made this week so stressful is my direct shipper took us from getting paid every 2 weeks to back to 30 days. So all this is going down right after I added the third truck. Because we got a payment right when I added the third truck. You know, it was like divine intervention. The check came just a hair early. Everything was cool. I'm like, you know, everything's going to work right. And wrong. It never works like it's supposed to work. So for like 3-4 weeks, I didn't get no money. And all this started happening with the truck. And, you know, I had to scrounge around to get to $1,500 because I was waiting on so much more money coming. It was a stressful week. But we did get our money, and we are feeling a little bit better this week because we got more of a plan than we had when the mechanics was telling us, hey, this truck might last 5 minutes. It might last 5 months. It could possibly last years. Depends on how much you use it. Because see, with these one-box systems and these DEF systems, what you have to remember, hours count more than miles. Okay? You might run 100 miles in a day, but have 13 hours on that engine if you idle a lot. Your idle time is going to kill your exhaust box. It's going to kill your system. You know, that's wear and tear. It's not hard wear and tear on an engine, mind you, but it's very hard wear and tear on your exhaust system, because the way they make those things is it's only got a certain amount of life in it, because it's steadily running that exhaust in there every hour. So now, while I'm trying to run the life out of this box, I'm more focused on the mileage. So every time I stop, I turn that sucker off. Every time I stop, I don't care if I'm going in for a snack, it's getting turned off. That starter is going to get a workout. I don't care, because I need the truck to last as long as possible. I don't need any problems. I need to get my money back out of the truck as much as I can. And hey, once I get to a point with these trucks running, I might see fit to put the one box in it, because it is a tax write-off. I mean, it is what it is. It's like money that you did not make to the government. So, that being said, we're still working on finalizing the plan for Dee Dee. On the next video, we're going to get into what's going on with Champ. Champ is our new truck. It is the 2016 Freightliner Cascadia. It's champagne in color, and that's why we call it Champ. It's part of champagne. So it fits. Everybody seems to like that name. So right now we have Max, Dee Dee, and Champ. Let's just say Champ hasn't worked this week. In the next video, you will find out why. You will find out everything that's going on that side of things. It's not nothing the driver has done. It is all on the equipment decision. But yeah, I'm attached to Dee Dee. I really do like my Cascadia. I've had her. I put over 500,000 miles on that truck myself. And I'm having a hard time letting her go, y'all. I mean, it's a sad thing. I'm a grown man, I'm not going to cry, but it is sad. It does make you wish, that things were cheaper so I could keep her going and keep her on the road and looking good. But they make these trucks like that, in my opinion, so that you will have to trade them in, so that you will have to, buy a new truck. It makes sense to them, not to me, but it does to them. It don't to me, because I'm not the engineer. I'm not the salesman. I'm not, the dealer. I'm not none of that. I'm the user. I'm using the truck. I want the truck to last for a lifetime. I believe in lifetime warranties, y'all. But, the Detroit is, in my opinion, by far the best engine, transmission, drivetrain on the market. I love my Detroit. I tell you what, I don't want to have no other engine. I don't want to have no other transmission, drivetrain system. The one that Detroit puts together for the Freightliner Cascadia is the one for me. And I will recommend them to everybody. If you take care of them, you do the maintenance like you're supposed to, just about anybody can work on a Detroit. Now, you get a PACCAR, you got to go back to the dealer. Now, when you get a brand new one, you need to go back to your dealer anyway, so you can make sure that they do everything on par for your warranty. And they keep everything on par so that you get the fullness out of your warranty. Because your warranty can be life. It can be everything to you in these trucks. Because it is expensive. Just like, well, I can't tell you yet. That's in the next video. But there is some talk about that topic. And I'm not sure what road footage I'm going to have for y'all on the next video. Because I'm going pretty much in the same direction where I went for this road footage. The tunnel in Mobile, Alabama. Because I'll be going down to Foley, Alabama. And that's where I was when I took this video coming back. But yeah, with the fuel, the water pump issue quitting on me. I got some little snapshots of where the water was leaking, because it was leaking right on top of that oil pressure sensor. And we thought that was the reason why we was having oil pressure issues, but it wasn't. Ended up being the electric water pump. I keep wanting to say fuel pump. And that water pump shut us down and made us go to the shop. So we went to the shop, and then they find out all this information about my one box. Because my filters are pretty good and all. It's just the one box and all its glory is finally going out. I don't know if we're going to be able to afford to put a new one box in that truck. I'm looking forward to having some good profits, because Curtis and Champ are going to do really good out there, and Max and Dee, if I can keep them running. Like I said, the week before all this went down, we had one of our best profitable weeks since I've ever been in the truck. And that's kind of the way trucking is. You make some serious profits one week, and then the next week, bam, you get hit with a 2x4. I got a call today from a broker, and they wanted me to go down and help pick up some lumber that one of their drivers had lost off a flatbed. But I didn't have our trailer, our little 16-foot trailer ready. That would have been nice if I could have helped them out on that deal. But plus, I had to leave out in the morning, and they needed the lumber to be at a certain place in the morning. I guess I could have got my father-in-law to do it, but anyway, the logistics of the situation just did not work out correctly. So that's kind of where we're standing so far on our equipment. But we will have some more that pertains to this week. I know I'm kind of repetitive, but hey, that's the way it goes sometimes. Stay tuned for the action about Champ. We'll see y'all soon. God bless. Catch you on the next ride.